good.
I heard the tickets were insane.
They're gonna have to replace
Right.
all the siding.
Jacques Hughes said he can't afford it.
It's like 200 feet.
The next to
fence.
He said, I can't do it.
It gets your truck backed into like the steps.
8:30.
You should find your way over there.
Okay. At the end of the day, it's like,
Okay.
it's the best case scenario.
I'd like to open up the meeting at 8 p.m. If everybody could stand up, we're going to do something a little bit different. We have the Walker family that resides in Millstone, and we're going to do a collective moment of prayer. They're going through a very bad time, and we'd like to all collectively just give a moment of prayer, to the family, that hopefully everything comes to fruition and a speedy recovery to Ian Walker. Thank you, everybody. Please remain standing. We're going to do a flag salute. Stone, would you like to start us off with the Pledge of Allegiance? Come on, I pledge. Come on.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our departed. Thank you. You may be seated. Kathleen, if you could read the statement of notice, please.
All attendees and participants agreed to conduct themselves in a manner appropriate for public gathering. Individual speakers should be advised that no right of privacy protects a person's public comments made in a public forum. Accordingly, all participants bear responsibility for their own statements and commentary. Correspondence. Thank you letter from the Watershed Institute dated May 26, 2026 for the financial support in holding the 20th annual stream cleanup in Millstone with 32 volunteers removing 1,020 pounds. Ordinances. Second reading. Ordinance 26-12. Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $1 million providing for the acquisition of land and improvements thereto in and for the Township of Millstone in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of 950,000 bonds or notes of the Township for financing part of the appropriation.
Explanatory statement. This ordinance provides funding for acquisition of land and improvements for the Township of Millstone and appropriating $1 million for such purpose. Affidavit of publication presented. I'd like to open it up to the public at
802.
Thank you. Seeing that there's nobody coming up, I'd like to close it to the public at
802.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the table, please.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Mayor Farrow?
Yes.
Second reading, ordinance 26-13, ordinance accepting conservation easement for a portion of block 39.01, lot 19.02, located at 76 Backbone Hill Road.
Explanatory statement. This ordinance accepts a conservation easement for a portion of block 39.01, lot 19.02. Affidavit of publication is presented. I'd like to open it up to the public at
803.
Seeing that there's nobody coming up from the public, I'd like to close it out at
803.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the table, please.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you. Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committee Person Davis?
Yes.
Mayor Farrow?
Yes.
Consent resolutions. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Committee and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired of any item, that item will be considered separately. 26-137, payment of vouchers, June 3rd, 2026. 26-138, resolution authorizing the mayor and municipal clerk to execute the fiscal year 2027-2029 cooperation agreement with Monmouth County for cooperative participation in the Community Development Program pursuant to the Interlocal Service Act. 26-139, resolution authorizing the renewal of alcohol beverage 2026-2027 license for the Millstone Township Elks number 2613, license number 133231005002. 26-140, amending resolution number 26-01, appointing professionals for 2026. 26-141, resolution authorizing the renewal of alcohol beverage 2026-2027 license for KPVP LLC, pocket license number 133233006002. 26-142, resolution appointing seasonal clean communities employee.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the table, please.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committeeperson Davis?
Yes.
Committeeperson Zabrowski?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morse?
Yes.
Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Township Committee minutes, regular meeting minutes, May 6, 2026.
Motion to adopt the table. I'd like to make a motion to table, please. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committeeperson Davis? This is to
Abstain.
table.
This is the
Table?
table.
Okay, yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committeeperson Zabrowski?
Yes.
Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Executive meeting minutes, May 6, 2026.
I'd like to make a motion to table. Do I
I'll
have a
second it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committeeperson Zabrowski?
Yes.
Committeeperson Davis and Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, liaison reports.
I got nothing this time.
I reported last time. Nothing good from that.
I will just talk about the this weekend at the Baird Homestead for the 250th and what an outstanding day it was. A little windy, but beautiful weather, excellent turnout. I was shuttling people back and forth for most of the day. Got a chance to talk to some of the participants that were there. A lot of Millstone residents, a lot of neighboring towns too. So it wasn't just our residents that got to enjoy it. A lot of the people that were our residents didn't even know. They knew about the Baird Homestead, but didn't really know what events went on. So we were kind of explaining that. And all in all, positive. A lot of work went into it. So thank you
A
to
year
the friends, to
planning.
the township, DPW, everyone who had a hand in making that happen. It was just an overall exceptional day. Right? It was a great day for our community.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Nice.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out for the Memorial Day ceremony and parade. That also, we have to give thanks to all of the volunteers, the Millstone Township Veterans Council, the Elks, Kevin, DPW, everybody brought it together, State Police, Black Bear Day Camp, and everybody else who made it possible. So I just want to say thank you. We had a nice parade. We had a nice ceremony. And there was somebody upstairs who was looking over us because it was raining before. It stopped raining for the parade and the ceremony, and then once it was all done, it started raining again. So whoever heard us, thank you. That's mine. Any new business?
Ryan?
That's done already at 8 o'clock. New business? Old business?
Old
Old
buck
business
mining.
is Buck
Old
Mining.
business, Buck mining. We have Buck Mining renewal application for a 2-year mining permit. Would you like to come up? Ms. Stone?
Okay.
Please
Let me
state,
turn on the,
please state your name and your address when she'll tell you.
Can you hear me? Good enough?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
The mic's on.
I guess it was Thursday. It seemed like we had a crowd come out. It was Rutgers, Monmouth County. There were a couple people from Monmouth County, the engineers. Mr. Abernathy was there, obviously, and my staff was there. And it looks like Monmouth County's gonna proceed with our parcel, and forget about the Campos, because they hadn't responded. And I guess they wanted to know where we were with everything, so we gave them kind of a tour. Dr. Miller went over the whole site to see how we were progressing with supposedly the Geo Park. And I was given an offer by Monmouth County, which is in my attorney's hands, so
All
we're
good
just
news so
throwing it
far.
back and forth.
All good news so far.
All good news so far. We talked to Miko from, Alfredo from Miko, and they're supposed to be giving us the maintenance bond for the road. He just, as of 2 hours ago, Maria had called and said it still isn't here, they'll give it to us as soon as they have it. So we don't know what that cost is gonna be, but, so that's in hand. So is there anything else that you need before you renew my 2-year permit?
So the bond that you're requesting is for $100,000, correct?
I don't know what the bond is, I would assume it's for the work that he did, that was the value of it.
A maintenance bond usually guarantees the work for a period of 2 years that you usually get from contractors. I don't know what the scope of that bond is either, and it's up to the cost of what was expended. But I will say that your municipal engineer recommended the posting of a $100,000 bond because there was a drawdown last year of the bond to allow you to pave in 2025. So right now, the township has one bond or letter of credit for $51,730, and that's to ensure restoration of the site. And then the engineer recommended posting a $100,000 bond for repairing the truck traffic on Millstone and Pine Hill on the route that you would post because the drawdown was with the understanding that you were going to cease operations this year, and now there's going to be another, potentially year. So it was the recommendation of the municipal engineer to post an additional $100,000 bond from Buck Mining.
Well, the $100,000 is a little excessive because that was the price of the road. If there's any work, the road's not going to disintegrate. If any kind of damage to the road, it might be a pothole here and there. And so when I talked with Matchify on the site, and this other engineer that was there, they're kind of agreement, no, the road's not going to disintegrate. So it shouldn't be a $100,000 bond. But Miko, I believe, that's what it's going to be because that's their work. But if you asked me to come up with a cash bond, I would have said no, because the road's not going to disintegrate.
But we
Yeah.
have to stay consistent.
I can't hear you.
We have to stay consistent with the way things have been working between, Buck Mining and the township. And you drew down on your bond to pave the road, expressing to us that July of 2025, you were gonna close. And then you came to us and asked for, an extension. So we allowed you to draw down off that bond to pave the road, and then everything, all operations were gonna cease. And then you came to us and you said, well, we want to continue. So we let you continue. So if we let you continue, we have to have what we had in place beforehand, so we know that if something happens, you can draw down that bond and repave that road again. So we're not asking you to do anything that you haven't done in the past, and you've used that opportunity, because you wanted to continue, but you had promised us that you were going to cease operations, and I believe you had mentioned that you would move to Florida permanently, and that was going to
No,
be...
I live in Florida,
Okay.
so I come up here to work
Okay,
to get this done.
so-
And it's been, dragged out over years and years and years. And
Correct.
And most of it's been waiting on Campo to come up with a decision and the parks to come up with a decision because, it's just a lot on us. Yes, we did think we were going to be finished. I came in February and I said to you, hey, listen, with this winter that it's been and the lack of work, and now with the fuel prices, everything's kind of at a halt. So there's really no activity that's going on. So if we are going to make this park, then we need the funds to make the park. If we're not going to get the funds, we're not going to get the permit and make the funds, then we're not going to make a park.
No, we don't want to stop you from operating. We don't want to stop you from being profitable. We don't want to stop you from making money. We just want you to put back what was, because you dipped into that in order to, pave the road. So we're only asking you to put back what you used to operate another year.
I don't think we drew down 100,000 though. I think it was a lesser number than that.
No, the total, I believe, was between the two.
80.
80 something, yeah.
But I like I said, I'm going by the recommendation of the municipal engineer, and his recommendation was the posting of a $100,000 bond.
You can speak a tiny bit louder. I listened to
Okay,
you.
that's fine. I'm going by the recommendation from the municipal engineer, and he set $100,000. That was his recommendation.
That's what he said
so-
last week,
Right.
correct, when he was here? Okay,
Right.
and that was like off-the-cuff answer, because he didn't, you know, he said, I know it's less than that, but, you know.
It's not off the cuff, though. We confirmed it with him. So,
Okay.
it's not off the cuff. That's
All
what
right,
his
so just tell me what you
recommendation.
want to do, because
So-
I'm at the point where I'm fed up, really, and I don't want to get rude, and I don't want to be, I don't
Why
want to
did
lose
he
my
ask
temper
us to
here.
get a maintenance bond then? Why were you going to, I have to pay for that, it's not free.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to as the maintenance bond is going
That's
to
the
be.
maintenance bond for
Yeah,
your
but
house.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's in your favor. I don't know if the township is on that maintenance bond. I don't know what the amount is. I don't know what the guarantee is. I don't know, and you don't have that maintenance bond, right?
Let's go.
In the past, okay, we might have drawn down on this, you asked us to put more and more money into this bond, and we did. And now you said, okay, you want us to pave the road, we paved the road. But we never had to come up with any more money or anything else after that. In all the 60 years we've been there, this is the first time you're now turning around saying another ploy to get us to stop mining. If you want us to stop mining, and I'm losing my cool, I'm sorry. I will now bring the slopes down, and we will not have a geopark. I will end it. I will end it. I can't do it no more.
Who's saying anything?
I want to open the park. I want the money to make this park, and it's almost there, and I'm frustrated. So either just say yes or no, you're going to give me the bond, or you're not. That's it. Come July, if I don't have a bond and I can't work, I'm shutting it down, and I'm bringing down the slopes.
Is it possible that you get a copy of what the MECO bond, what they're looking, the document they're
Yeah,
getting from
certainly,
them?
but we don't have
We
it.
can
So,
talk.
But you shouldn't even need it, is what I'm saying. You shouldn't even need it, because the road is not going to fall apart. If anything, it will need a couple potholes.
well,
I have
nobody.
built roads all my life. What's in front of my pit is the existing road from almost 60 years ago, or maybe 50 years ago. And it hasn't got a crack in it. And Matchify, well, Kevin can acknowledge this. Matchify said, no, maybe it has a hairline crack. Which I said, okay, I'll put my hair in the crack. The thing is, it has held up for both in and out, whether that's been paved or potholed or whatever. It's held up. My paving held up. That road came apart when somebody from this town decided to put drainage in, and they did not compact it, and I've said it every time I'm here, they did not compact that underbase. Now we put the patching on it, and we now have done an overlay. It should not fall apart. I built Route 33. Is there anything wrong with Route 33? No. This road is not going to disintegrate. You might have a pothole, but it's not a $100,000 pothole. So please, just make a decision. Tell me what you want. If I can do it, I'll do it. If not, the slopes are coming down. And thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Well, let me make a suggestion to you.
What?
I'm not a municipal engineer. That's coming from the municipal engineer.
But I see they're not here.
That's correct.
So if you're going to delay this meeting one more
So-
time, I'm going to Florida. That's it.
Well, I can't get advised without seeing this maintenance bond. So when are you going to have the maintenance bond?
I don't know. Alfredo was told by, Matchify called him directly, said, get them a bond, or you're not gonna get any more work, whatever it said. But the thing is, he called us on Friday, said he's got it in the works, it should be to us on Monday. We called Monday, we didn't get an answer, it's not ready. Tuesday's not ready. I called all day today, and 2 hours ago is when Maria called and said, it's still not here, but we'll get it to you. So tell me what you want to do. And it
Well-
shouldn't be a $100,000 bond.
Well, again, I'm not-
Hold on, you're asking us to make a decision on a document we haven't seen.
I know, but you shouldn't even require it, because there's nothing wrong with the road.
But nobody has a crystal ball, right? So nobody knows things can go wrong, and I've been doing this long enough with public contractors that things happen, and that's why towns get 2-year maintenance bonds from contractors. So, and I'm assuming it's going to be.
But you didn't ask for it last year. You didn't ask for it last year.
Because
But you drew
repaid
down
it.
on the bond, and you
You
went
drew down
down.
on the
I know,
So
but it's still paved, and it's hardly used.
I know, but the bond was drawn down so that on the representation that you were paving the road and you were going to conclude this year. The engineer didn't take into account that you were going to continue operating beyond this year. It's beyond the June 30th of this year. So
I
he is
did it in
saying.
February. Somebody should have said something to me in February that you wanted a maintenance bond.
All right. I think that my suggestion was, Kevin said, is get the maintenance bond over to the township so we can review it and make a proper determination. And unfortunately, I don't think that it's up to them, but they can't make a decision without us reviewing the maintenance bond and or approving
And I believe
it.
it was only gonna be for 1 year anyway.
Well, it's
Correct.
generally for 2 years from the date of
They're
the
doing 1
completion,
year.
but if
No,
it's.
no, I'm talking about the license to continue operating.
Right, but again, nothing is set in stone, but that's the information that I was given by the engineer, and I'm not an engineer, and I know he's not here, and my suggestion is that you get the maintenance bond to Kevin, and that you have the engineer here for the next meeting.
No, I'm
So-
not coming back to another meeting, that's it. That's it, I'm done, okay? I'm done, thank you very much. You don't wanna give me the permit? The walls are gonna come down, I'm gonna put this thing back the way it's supposed to be, and it's done.
Well,
It's
right
done.
now, your permit expires June 30th.
I understand that. That doesn't mean to say I can't work on my property. I might not be able to sell any loads. And if you cut off my income, then that's it. It doesn't need a $100,000 bond for that road.
He's only,
That is overkill.
he's only asking for the document that you have not gotten. You haven't even seen the document.
But I shouldn't even be required to produce a document. There's nothing wrong with the road.
But we don't know, like he said, we don't know what's gonna happen in 6 months or a year, Leslie. All we're looking for is the document.
So what do you think's gonna happen what do you think can possibly happen in a year? What's the worst case scenario? Come up with it.
The portions of the road have to be redone? I don't know.
Okay, a portion of the road has to be redone.
Right, but I'm not at liberty to, I'm not an expert in that field. So all we're asking you is, you requested something based on our township engineer. You didn't get the document, you don't know what it contains, we haven't been presented to it, he hasn't reviewed it, so you're asking us to make a decision on something that we have not even looked at.
But you shouldn't even be requiring it. That's what my point is. I already put the money into the road. I don't have to do the road again. Okay, in the paperwork from Matchify said, when I did the first 10,000, he said, that was it, I didn't have to do no more. Then he comes back and said, okay, we're gonna make you pave the road and that's it, and you'll never have to touch that road again. That's it, that's what I was
But
told.
wasn't that based on the fact
I'm
that?
allowed to have some wear and tear on that road.
But wasn't that based on the fact that you were concluding operations June 30th of this year? Matt took that into account. Now he's saying that because there's gonna be another year of trucks using the whole route, there has to be some protection to the township for that road. And you're asking.
But give me a dollar amount. Give me a dollar amount of what you think it is. It's not $100,000.
I'm not the engineer. I'm telling you what the engineer has said. And if your maintenance bond suffices, that's fine, but we need to see the maintenance bond. I can't make a recommendation to them and they can't make a decision without seeing it. So get that maintenance bond over to Kevin. That's all they're asking.
Okay, I'm not coming back for another meeting. Either he says yes or he says no. That's it.
That they're not gonna, it's their decision, but I can't, I don't
You
know
want
how
me
they
to
can
come
make.
back for another meeting?
I think
I
the
don't-
only thing that we really need to see is the value of the bond.
I
think
need
the
to see
intent
the
to
language
operate
in
and all
it.
the thing, we want all that for you.
And-
Trust me,
and-
that's
Yeah,
not,
but,
that's not the issue.
but the maintenance bond may inure to their benefit, and we may have to make sure
Right,
you're
but
comfortable,
that's,
we
we
don't
still just
know.
have to see
No,
it, and I don't think she needs to come back to
No,
another
but-
meeting
but
for us to
you-
address that.
To what the deputy mayor is saying, we don't want to stop you from operating, we don't want you to shut down, we're willing to allow you to do all of that, we just want to see the document, and then we'll make a decision.
Well, what if Miko doesn't, look, worst case scenario, Miko's is pulling my leg, okay? And that document doesn't appear. Now what have I done? Now what do I need? Now tell me a dollar amount you need to be comfortable.
Then that, I have to go back to the township engineer and say, okay, she,
Well, he said 100,000, she's saying that's way
Right,
too
so-
much, so
so-
let's just talk to Matt and figure out where he can
Right,
come
along with
to,
that, it's great, but I'll have that answer
Yeah.
tomorrow.
come to something that makes sense for all of us. A little bit of protection, and I think we
So
can get past
Kevin's
this.
got your number, he'll speak to Greg, he'll contact you tomorrow, are you here tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm staying here to the end of this month.
Okay.
And if I don't have a permit, I'm not gonna sell to the county, and I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna doze that thing in.
That's your prerogative to do what you want with your
Yeah,
property.
I understand, it is my prerogative, but you've gotta understand my frustration.
I-
Every single year, first of all, it's 6 months I'm getting, then a year. It's a 2-year permit I paid for. It's a 2-year permit I should get. Whether or not I wanna say, hey, look, I'm done with it, but don't make me keep coming back, and jumping in through these hoops. This is crazy. I am the best miner out there. I have done everything. Matchify has said, I never ever have a complaint from us, never. Something wrong, we do it, right then and there. You tell me there's a hole in the road, I fix it. I'm frustrated.
I hear your frustration.
So I'm
We
telling you,
don't-
I'm not coming back for any more meetings. If you can't do it with a letter and some kind of internal thing, tell me either yes, you got your permit, or no, you don't.
Well, no, there's no internal things. There would be a resolution with similar conditions to last year's, right? With
No,
all
no,
the
no, I'm
conditions,
not,
but
no more
you-
conditions, there's nothing more I have to do.
No, there are conditions,
Like
because you
what?
have to comply with the township code for mining permit, right?
Of course I do.
Okay,
But that's what
there's,
he's saying.
there's certain information, you have to give monthly reports to the engineer if he still
No,
requires
that went down
them.
to quarterly, and he
I-
doesn't even wanna see
No,
that.
no, you didn't hear what he said. He said, if so required.
If the engineer requires it, you just continue with the same conditions as last year, that if he still requires, like, how many cubic yards of soil are being removed and where it's being removed to, then
No.
you're gonna give that information, you
Absolutely
keep
not.
cutting me off.
Let me stop you right there, let me stop you.
And I
let me
said,
stop you
if
right-
the engineer requires it, and updated reports from DEP if you have them. The renewal permits from Field Soil Conservation, your permit expires at the end of this year, so obviously you would provide the updated one. Damage caused by trucks to Pine Hill Road and the haul route would be restored, but that's always been the case, right? The area identified by Rutgers University will continue to be preserved, and, right?
No, I won't
And
preserve anything
I'm-
if I don't get that permit.
I'm telling you what the conditions are if they were going to approve a permit. The monthly reports we talked about, update proof of your insurance and make sure it's up to date. Haul route stays the same without, change by the committee. And then they would ask you to appear probably March 2027. And then if there's any violation, it's always subject to revocation, but you're asking them to make a determination we don't know what this maintenance bond says. We have an engineer who says you have to post this amount. You're arguing that he's not correct, but no one up here is an engineer. So I'm going by what the municipal engineer is saying. And your permit right now expires June 30th. There's still another meeting to address all this, and there's still time to get this information over to Kevin. You can keep nodding your head at me and keep cutting me off, but I'm telling you what the provisions are. And I'm not making the decision. That's up to them. And I've said more than enough, I think.
Kevin will reach out to the township engineer.
I'd like to point out some things. Number one, I'm the only mine that was required to do these monthly reports. That was kind of a punishment from Nancy Graubelia, or whatever her name was.
Aren't you the only
Okay.
mine still operating in this town?
What?
Aren't you the only mine still
I'm-
operating in this
Yeah, I know,
town?
but the thing is, all these years, all these mines, I'm the only one that had to turn in a monthly report. A little unfair there, okay? I don't know how many times I've been shut down about this. Now, I don't have to preserve Campo's property, okay? You've asked me to do that, but I don't have to do that because Campo's not even interested in doing anything anymore.
Are you talking about the area that Rutgers University wants
right.
preserved?
I don't have to do that.
Isn't that on your property?
Pardon me?
Isn't that on your property?
That's actually my property, yeah.
So I don't ever believe that we asked you to do anything with Campo, other than negotiate with them to sell the property to the county.
Right, and they were here July.
They think that wall is, that picture that's on your calendar, they think that wall's theirs. That wall's mine. And you can see it in any map, do any boundary lines, that wall's mine. But I said I wouldn't touch it because I wanted it to blend in with everything else. But if I go to restore this pit, that's gone.
Kevin will reach
Okay.
out to the township engineer.
Now I can't hear you too well because
I
I'm
said-
also hearing in my ear, but the thing is,
Kevin's gonna reach out to the township engineer tomorrow. We're gonna put this number to rest. He'll contact you, and hopefully everything will be amiable, and we'll continue on.
I'm not doing any more monthly reports. I'm not. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money for the
Okay.
engineer.
I'm not the one who requires them or
I
reads
think
them.
it's
That's
monthly
the
report
engineer.
if required.
If required.
If required.
If required by the engineer.
When was the last time Matt asked you for a monthly report? The same
Well,
firm
I
is
sent
still
him in,
doing
I
it?
sent him in quarterly. I've been sending him
And
in
he's
quarterly,
accepted
but
them
the thing is-
quarterly,
But
right?
the thing is, like, what did I do for March? Okay, January, February, March, snowed in. Now he's gotta review it, so there's another $1,000 bill spent on him. You know what I'm saying? What are you wasting my money for? You don't need my reports, you never did. I'm a good mine
Do we
operator.
require
I'm
these
sure the
reports?
county might want to know what's going on too, if they're gonna have a contract with you, so.
The county's gotta come up with a plan of what they want.
No,
a
exactly,
design,
that's what I'm saying, there's
okay?
gotta be a contract somewhere.
Yeah,
Also,
that's.
Question them about the reports. So
Yeah,
qu-
just
question
when
the
you speak to
engineer
them.
whether the reports are even.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Maybe go through last year's resolution, all the conditions, what's still required.
Right.
That's all. I mean,
Really, there was
I
somebody
underst-
that didn't like us back then and was forcing us out, okay? You guys didn't seem like you're it. You seemed like you really were behind the park and you're working with us. So don't hold on to their old crap. Don't make us
We're
do
not.
something they were forcing us to do. It's not fair.
Kevin will go through the list of conditions tomorrow with the engineer. What is necessary, we'll let you know. What's not necessary, we'll take out. And then he'll decide with the township engineer and you what that number is for the bond, and we'll move on.
Okay, and it's a 2-year permit. I'm not going for a 1-year, I want a 2-year. If I close up early in 6 months, hallelujah. But don't tell me that I gotta give you my 2-year permit, I paid for it. It's a matter of principle with me, you know what I'm saying? I paid for
You
it.
might want to talk to the county on that as well.
Look, I know what the county wants.
They want you to have a 2-year permit?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
He said to me, we can close as quickly as 6 months if we get rolling. He said, if you can get all this stuff done and I get your design plan, he says, or maybe it's a 1.5 years down the road. So they know that I'm going for a 2-year permit. They know it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take 2 years, okay? I am not. You know, I'm 75 years old. I wanna go home. I wanna get out of here. I wanna stop climbing these hills. Seriously. Now that they gave us a paper, there's a number on it, there's some conditions on it, the attorney's reviewing it, they're talking. This is gonna happen, but not if you don't give me my permit, because if I don't make the money to finish what they want, I can't do it. But I got 3 bulldozers that will push it all off and make 3-to-1 slope.
Okay.
And I don't wanna do that.
Kevin will contact you. How many days do you need? 2 days? To Friday, Monday?
Yeah, I'll be back to you Monday.
And follow up with
I go to
MECO.
Florida on Tuesday.
Follow
so
up
you
with
tell me.
MECO for the maintenance bond.
Yeah.
I have, every single day. I can't force them to do it.
Right, but understand from their perspective, they're
Okay,
being.
so give me a dollar amount, what you think would be a pothole?
Well, that's
Well,
what I'll.
that's what he's
we're
gonna
gonna
find out
find
tomorrow.
Seriously,
so.
We'll find
take
out.
a look at the road and come up with a dollar amount that says, hey, you know, they don't need 100,000, it's not gonna fall apart from curb to curb, from stem to stern.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a hole here maybe, or something's gonna go, and I don't think that's gonna happen, not after I got on MECO to make sure that thing was done right this time.
Okay.
We put extra asphalt in there, so it's not gonna come apart,
We heard you.
you know?
Kevin will work on it. He'll get back to you.
All right.
Thank you.
Sorry for losing my temper.
That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Any comments from the dais?
I just have one.
Okay.
From a personal perspective, there was a car accident on Proudland Way this Sunday. Down wires caused a transformer to catch fire in the woods. That woods happens to be part of my property. And it also resulted in a backfeed to the house where the house caught on fire. And the response from our emergency services was incredible. The Millstone Fire Department was treating the main accident on Proudland Way, and the road was blocked, so they couldn't quite get there. They dispatched from Monroe, Manalapan, and the New Jersey Forest Fire Service themselves. They responded and worked tirelessly for pretty much 2 full days to contain a 2-acre tract in which the fires were still burning a couple days after that. They've come back every day, 3 times a day, to walk the woods just to make sure nothing is burning. They relocated 3 baby fawns that were stuck in there and trapped, and they picked them up. I literally watched them walk them out. Chief Maloney and his team also stopped by almost daily just to make sure nothing was happening. My family is incredibly grateful for the brave professionals, their quick action, and their continued follow-up, which literally saved our home. If my son was not there in the driveway when the house caught on fire, I would not have a home. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So Millstone is truly fortunate to have such outstanding first responders.
So you would be okay with loaning our fire department and officials to California the next time they have a fire?
They probably would teach them something.
There you go.
It was a very taxing couple of days, but it really puts in perspective what's important in life and what isn't.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
Okay.
and I thank them a million times, but I'll continue to thank them. That's it for me.
Okay. Anything else, Tom?
Yeah, if, some of our lawns and fields and parks haven't been up to
Kevin, just grab the mic.
the standard that we're hoping for, but some of it's for pretty good reason. as you had mentioned, the Memorial Day, so DPW has the setup, the breakdown. They go plant the flowers over there. They power wash the memorial. So that obviously it's a time-consuming thing. This was a new one where Pat was, instrumental on America's 250th, the Washington encampment, but obviously that takes a lot of time breaking down, the staff was, involved with a lot of traffic and cleaning up and all that other stuff. Ongoing potholes, it's after the winter, we're still chasing them. Tomorrow you'll probably see them out on the road fixing up some of the neighborhoods, and please, give them a wide berth, give them a chance to do their job. We had 2 lawn mowers actually go down just this week alone, so you have that type of stuff. Then we had the election yesterday, so they set up and break down for that. We got general building maintenance. We're working with, generators, all kinds of good stuff. Vehicle repairs. We have tree maintenance. We've got some new trees in Millstone Park. We have one of the Boy Scouts had come and did a presentation on his little park and the trees they planted over there, and I guess we'll call it Little Africa. So we're taking a water buffalo over there, making sure that those things are well maintained. Missing street signs. I will have you arrested if I catch you doing stealing signs, but unfortunately people have been running them over also. And then we have the memorial benches in the parks that are being installed. We're getting there. We're not all in yet, but there'll be more to come on that. So I just want to thank everybody that was involved in these events and the DPW for keeping it going. And we expect to catch up fairly soon.
And you did that with how many personnel in DPW?
About 11, 12. And we have a new gentleman who's only been here 3 weeks, so he's still trying to figure out his streets and whatnot, but he seems to be hitting the road, hitting the ground running.
Okay, all right, thank you. Anything else? Okay, at this point I'd like to open up to the public at,
8:36.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm short. Okay, Pat Butch, 40 Providence Drive. I just want to thank all of the volunteers that came out on Sunday. We had probably 30 volunteers, and they did a wonderful job, and we had probably 20 portrayers as well. And we had over 600 visitors. Hunter Research was sitting there counting as people were coming in. It was amazing. But I also want to remind everybody, we have the clam bake this Sunday. And that will be over at Wagner Farm Park, and another great day for the community. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Okay. All right. Seeing that there's nobody else?
Oh, wait,
Oh.
one more.
Congratulations to you, Gina Farrow, 91 Atlas Road. Congrats to you. And Dan Murphy. And I just want to say I passed the park again today.
Which part?
I was at Millstone Park today. Debris all over. I was picking up stuff in the park, so you may want to tell people who leave their garbage around, maybe fix some cameras or check.
Was it
cameras.
just random strewn apart, not by a garbage can?
Was it in the field?
No, it was all over,
Yeah.
like napkins and,
Yeah.
garbage. But that place where we go to get coffee on Red Valley on the right, again, 5 garbage bags today.
Oh, so,
Dumping.
dumping, yeah,
Put a
between,
camera there. Put a camera.
Kevin, she's talking about.
I'll pay for it.
On Red Valley Road between the main entrance of the park going to Ren,
It seems to be that same spot every other week. I see bags there. I don't know who cleans it, but it's black
No,
garbage bags.
DPW.
Yeah, they do. Because it's gone and then it reappears in that same place.
Can we get some enforcement there?
It's a tough one, but yeah, we'll take a look.
Cameras?
If there's bags there today, maybe,
Okay.
First offense,
no, we have, it's up to $2,000 fine.
So,
Get 5.
so being that people are not listening to that, maybe we should up that fine. That may be something that we want to consider.
Brian, doesn't the state have a cap?
Yes,
Catching them.
there's a cap on general penalties unless there's specific exceptions and statute. We're happy to look at it, but
Yeah,
there's a
because
cap.
I remember coming from Massachusetts, and it was $10,000 fine for littering along the highway.
Right.
And the road was pretty clean,
Right.
so.
But the state implements certain caps.
No, that's,
Okay.
We'll look into it.
Who was there at the field playing soccer, baseball, well, it wasn't the baseball fields. They gotta, the coaches, the moms, they gotta tell their,
We can have.
I'm tired of cleaning up.
We can have Dave send just a message out to all the programs, just say, please be mindful if you're bringing your own stuff, or if, there was sometimes where the garbage was full, and, because I know, I've seen it, the garbage full,
Right, and
people
then
on the
cats.
floor, right, which is our responsibility to try to manage, but we
yeah,
can send a
go
message
back
out
tomorrow
just saying.
morning for me, because it should be, I would expect it's taken care of.
Yeah, it was taken care of today.
Well, you're gonna
Even
be
from
there,
me.
so.
Thank you, Gina.
But there's a lot
Are we
of
looking to hire
caps,
any
so I
DPW
would think
workers?
that it was
Yeah.
a lot of overflow from
Yeah,
the
and,
garbage.
but we can just
I
send that
actually
message
think I
out to
just
say,
did
just,
another 3 or
or
4. You have
have
one
the coaches
today,
report it that, hey,
maybe
the
another
garbage is
3
full,
for
and we can
the
send
week.
DPW to go clean it up. So we'll just, it's just improving communication.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. All right. At this time, since there's nobody else coming up, I'd like to close it at public.
8:40.
8:40. And a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make it.
Thank you. Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Time out.
8:41.
Thank you.
Okay, let me turn your speakers off because I gotta run in the back.